This rather funky looking machine in this lovely metallic silver grey is an Auto-Sleeper Kingham. It's a nice looking bit of kit, that, isn't it? And it's got a very intriguing layout. Not sure I've seen this layout before, so I'm going to take you inside and show you that. We'll have a wander around the outside first of all. It's based on the Fiat van, of course. It's got the door open for a bit of a draft. Hang on, let's close that, pretend that didn't happen. There we go. This one's got the 2.2 litre 140 horsepower engine. It's 6.36 metres long and it's 3,500 kilograms, so it is driven on a standard car licence. It's got the built-in gas system, so that's filled from there. We've also got things like the water filler here. We've got the 240 volt power that goes in here. But yeah, that's rather cool, isn't it? I like that colour. Makes a nice change, doesn't it? From the usual white. Very smart indeed. High level brake light has got the reversing camera built into it. That's very helpful. I'm going to show you in here. It'll give away the layout a little bit. As I say, it's quite unusual. But I want to show you underneath the bed because there's a storage area down underneath there and some crockery. Look at that. So yeah, you've got that space down underneath there. That's accessible from inside as well. I'll show you that. But worth a little look on the outside while we're going around. On this side then, we've got the awning that comes out, as you can see. And we've got the light over the door, which is rather nice. Very welcoming. Yeah, taken with that, like that colour. That works well. Let's head on in. I'm going to show you this layout. It's a bit interesting. We'll slide that one back and we'll hit that button there, which will give us a step, and I'll take you on in. Now these are over carpets here, so if you'd rather have a more practical finish, then it's got that underneath, but if you'd rather luxury feel, then you've got the carpets. Of course these are all wrapped at the minute because it's brand spanking new. You'd take that off, obviously. And this here is a lift up section to extend the work surface, but it's not the only one. I'll show you that too. And that little chap there is for the awning, to crank the awning in and out. Now in here, because this is the latest version, it has the new screen here for your infotainment, and I think navigation is on there as well. This one's got the automatic transmission. I think you can get manual as well, but the auto is rather nice. And we've got the screen now rather than the dials in the centre. We've got the multifunction wheel, as you can see just there. This is quite helpful. USBs and 12 volt power is right there where you need it. And of course the seats will spin round, as you can see. You'll notice as well there's a socket in the floor here, and very cunningly hidden away is a table. There it is down there, sat in there. So that's not the only table in here, but that's just like a little sort of coffee table style of thing really. I'll show you where the leg is for that when we go around a little bit further, but that's rather nice. That's upside down now. There we go. Let's turn it the right way up, then we won't see the zip. See, it's all good housekeeping, isn't it? But there's another table then in here, which is a freestanding table. So if you want a bit more table space, then you've got it. But also, of course, you can move that one outside, which is very helpful for a bit of picnicking or whatever. Big skylights overhead. These have got blinds that come across them, a bug screen and a night screen. And of course, similar deal here with these windows. So we've got the night screen there. These are opening windows. You can see how they slide. That's what these catches here are for. And that's also why we've got a bug screen and it comes downwards. These lights are excellent. They're little reading lights. And what you can do with these is you can move them around. Look at this. You can take them off, stick it on wherever you need it, turn it around, power it back up again. Fantastic. This is storage, of course, along here. Very helpful. Nice light trim in this one as well. That looks great. And also we've got the new headlining in this one. So that's a new style for this year, I think. And also the lighting built into all of the overhead skylights is rather nice. But I'm going to swing you around towards the front again first of all, and we'll work our way around. The table that we saw, but what we haven't seen yet is up here. This has got the new Truma Combi Neo system. Now what this does is, rather than giving you a hot water tank and a separate water tank, basically it heats the water on demand, which means as long as you've got water, let's just touch that one there, as long as you've got water, then you've got hot water, and basically from switching the system on, you've got washing up temperature water within 3 minutes and showering water within 8 minutes, which is fantastic. But as I say, once it's up and running, which it does very, very quickly, that will give you hot water whenever you need it for as long as you like, provided you've got water in the vehicle. It's fantastic. This, which gets you into the control systems for the Truma, so you get into the hot water system here, for example, turn that on and off. But also there's an app on here, so you can control this from a distance, so you can even turn that all on before you reach the vehicle if you want to, which is excellent. That's giving us temperature here, so heating and ventilation and so forth. That's all that. But this one is rather nifty because it's giving us the control system. I don't know how well you can see that, hopefully fairly well. So we can go here into the lighting system we're on at the minute, for example, the main lights, the awning lights, the entry lights, but then we can go to home and we can look at the power systems on here. We can see the battery, the leisure battery and the vehicle battery, how much charge is in them, the amount of amps being drawn, all that kind of stuff is all configured from there, which is a superb. Water system is on here as well, with levels and water heating that we just spoke about. The pump can be switched on and off from here. We can see the inside and outside temperatures, humidity, all that kind of stuff. Nice warm day today we found for filming this. That's very smart, very advanced, very excellent. The kitchen then is down here. We've got the sink, of course, the lift up section that I mentioned, but also a proper oven and hob. Look at this. 3 burner. We've got the oven down here. Pretty sure I'm right in saying there's a grill there as well. And microwave when you're plugged into the 240 volt power. So for a camper van, it caters really, really well. There's bits of storage up here. That's the plate rack. And then again we've got windows here. Of course the door's open across that one at the moment. And a load more storage down here. Considering it's a pretty compact vehicle, I'm right in saying 6.36 metres. They've got a lot into it, haven't they? Look at this. That's brilliant. There is a fridge. That's this chap down here. That's a good size as well. And then in here we have got hanging rail, but that is the leg for that table that we saw that's hiding behind there. Load more storage along here, a load more storage along here. I'm not going to open it all because there's so much of it, but I'll open one just so you can see what's inside. Even above the door, and that's that back door that we saw. And we've got the double bed here. So this is pretty unusual for a camper van. They usually have 2 singles and they convert, but this has got the fixed double. And in fact, that section there, you can see it divides off because that will lift up. So if you're lying in bed reading a book, just relaxing, then you can have that to support you, which is superb. Again, we've got, of course, the blinds on all the windows all the way around. And this one I mentioned, you can lift and access that storage area from here. You can see the insulation around the wheel arch there. Lovely. Yet more storage down here, and a police car driving down the M5 that's running alongside us here. We're down in Exeter at the moment. Glasses are kept in there. And last but definitely not least, oh, what's this? Hang on. Looks interesting, doesn't it? What's that do? Oh, look at that. Power sockets. That's excellent. Very nice. Let's leave that alone. Last but not least is this, which is the toilet and the shower, which again for a compact camper van is excellent. Showers there in the corner, so it's like a wet room basically. You've got the drain in the floor, we've got the sink over on this side. There's a bit of storage tucked away in that one there, I think I'm right in saying. Yes, push that one in, there we go, like so. Very good. It's got all the bases covered, hasn't it? For a small van, that's fantastic, and I do like that double bed. Let's close that one again. That's properly nice, isn't it? And that lounge area here. Oh, there is one more thing. Check this out. Look at that. So you've got that lift up section that we saw down there. You've got the bit of work surface between the cooker and the sink, and you've got this one here as well. Brilliant. And a barking dog. How lovely. That, I think you'll agree, is a rather smart bit of kit. I like the new headlining. I like the light finishes. I like the new dashboard. I like the look on the outside. I like a lot of this. I think this is a smart camper van. Brilliant. Let's head back on outside. And that, my friends, is about the size of that. Huge thanks to Auto-Sleepers for organising that tour, and huge thanks as ever to you all for watching it. Let me know what you think of that one in the comments, and we will catch you on another one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.